Okay, the real question I have.
Yes, ma'am.
For the young people that are on drugs, I'm interested in knowing that you have a cure for them because according to statistics, there's only less than 3% that can come off it and go on it.
Well, according to statistics, there is no cure for any disease. So if we go by statistics, we're wrong again. Now, what is addiction? The addiction comes because of the deprivation of energy. Iron. The first time that I treated alcoholism, I gave the man large doses of iron chlorine. The man no longer drinks, and 12 years has passed, and he hates to even pass around a bar where he could smell it. So with the other drugs, the same thing happened. I mean, it works then. We raise the level of the energy. You see, you're looking at an ex-drug addict. Not any length of time, but I used cocaine. Of course I did. It was good. I felt, whoa, wow. You snort the stuff and you feel like, hey, I'm back. Because as a young man, you have a lot of energy. As a young man. But as you get a little older, the energy begin to diminish. It plummets. Then you see what's going on here. Then one day your friend says, hey man, try this. And you snort this cocaine. Wow! You remember when you was 18. But it is false. Because when it drops you below where you were before. And you become dependent now to raise it up again now. And dependent. Nobody healed me. I had to heal myself. So what I did is to give people large doses of iron chlorine that now, remember, the cocaine will bring you up and drop you lower than where you were. Bring you up and drop you lower. Bring you up and drop you lower. But iron chlorine gradually brings you up. And never to drop. It holds you here. You become relaxed with the energy. And the need for the cocaine just ceased. Heroin, I did the same thing. Alcohol, cocaine, crack, everything. Yes, ma'am. But there's another thing with the young, no, you can go sit down now, about the young sisters that are on crack. You know what they're doing? They're telling us that they need us. They need love. They need love. We can't criticize them and say, this low down little, no. Because we the parents started them off by putting salt on the table. And we prepare them to be drug addicts. We don't want that anymore. We got to give them love, right? Because love is what it is about. I mean, it is love, you know. It's nothing else. And with that love that you give them, Mama didn't say anything today. Mom is not angry at me. Wow, no, Daddy. Instead of Daddy coming in there with his rah, rah, he come in and he sit down and say, baby, I'm your father, you know. And you know I love you. I don't know how to help you, but I heard this man that said that you could be helped. And I want to help you. I did it with a woman in Puerto Rico, and she wasn't even my friend. Her name was Maria. Maria would sit on the sidewalk in Lopez Ricardo, a neighborhood worse than any neighborhood in Philadelphia. You talk about crime, they used to kill 2 people every day in Lopez Ricardo. And I used to go there anyway. And I found this lady, this young woman, 23 years of age, sitting on the sidewalk, just waiting for someone to give her $5 to buy a little bag to go fix and put in her arm. So I used to go sit by her every day. She said, who are you anyway? Are you a preacher? I said, I'm not a preacher. Well, why are you messing with me? I said, because I want to know, how come you have so much testicles, much larger than mine, that you elect to throw your life away? Girl, I wish I could do that one. I wish that I could just forget everything and go after this drug like you're doing. And she said, look you, and she started cursing me some very ugly words. Do you have some money? I said, I got some money. Well, give me $5. And I left. Came back next day. There was Maria. You come messing with me again? I said, yep. And again and again and again. I would give her $5. I know what you're going to buy. But I would talk to her. And one day, Maria wasn't there. 5 years later, I lived in Puerto Rico for 14 years. 5 years later, one evening around 5 or 6 o'clock, I had someone to walk in my house. Sebi, Sebi, Sebi. I said, Cuco. Cuco is the name of the fella. He used to have horses that run in the horse race. Cuco said, you receive a letter. Oh, from Maria with a little picture of a little girl. Maria said that of all the people in the world that she remembered was me. And she wanted to tell me the story as to why she was sitting on that sidewalk. Her father abused her sexually. Her uncle abused her sexually. Now, when a father abused a daughter sexually, and a father to a girl is like next to God. You know how much a girl loves her father? And then for him to abuse her sexually? Who does she go to now? Who is left on this planet for her to go to and tell about her feelings? Her father is having sex with her. She said to me in the letter that she remembered me, and she could not get me out of her brain. She went to New York, she came to New York from Puerto Rico, and she cleaned up with her sister because she remembered me. And she went back to school, got her degree, and married a man, and she have a little girl. You see? That's love. That's stretching out for someone. And I know that if we were to just stretch out, select one young girl in the neighborhood, and say, she is my target, I'm going to get this one. You'd be surprised how much you're doing. I know Mr. Charles Gray told me stories about what he have done with many children here in Philadelphia, with his school, people who used to shoot up and kill people. Now they're productive people. Sure, but they need what? They need what you and I need. A little bit of it. They call it love.